First off, I hope everybody has a happy 4th of July, despite what I'm about to say in this video. The 4th of July, especially this Independence Day, the 250th anniversary of our country, the founding of our nation, the birth of freedom, of our constitutional republic, should be celebrated. But considering everything that's happening now, with Donald Trump and his minions ripping this country apart, I don't know if I can celebrate it. I don't feel the same American pride as I used to. To me, American pride is looking at the flag fluttering in the breeze. It's saying the Pledge of Allegiance. For me, personally, the American pride I felt after the nightmare of 9/11, when American citizens, regardless of color, creed, and religion, came together after a disastrous tragedy. A tragedy that, whether directly or indirectly, affected all of us. I was in high school at that time, and even I understood what pride in our country meant. Not a nationalistic pride or a blind pride, but the pride that all of us were equal. But now that pride has been diminished, thanks to Donald Trump. The rules have been rewritten because of him and his minions. Over the last 10 years, pride in your country means absolute pride, mindless flag waving, even knowing that your country is wrong. It's about never questioning authority, never questioning leaders, although that is inherent in the document that these very same people swear their oaths to preserve and protect the Constitution. Now, with Donald Trump and the rest of his minions, we even question them. We're called traitors, or at the very least, we forget the lessons of 9/11. Whenever we ask them about a policy or something they themselves have said, we're called traitors, the enemy, or in Donald Trump's parlance, we're told to shut up, piggy. We're told to sit down. And we're maligned on Truth Social, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, and everywhere else. Not too long ago, I talked about me not watching the World Cup. But I started watching the World Cup because the United States was in this thing. The United States was actually winning, and the United States has a chance at actually winning its first World Cup, the men's World Cup ever. But more importantly, I saw the pride of not only white faces or black faces, but every face in between cheering on the Stars and Stripes, going for a championship. But even that is being diminished by Donald Trump, and my pride in my country is diminishing with it. When you have a president who's more involved with making money for himself than protecting the people he has sworn under oath twice to protect, when you have a president who's more interested in getting gifts from foreign governments like the plane from Qatar than actually doing the job he was sworn to do, elected to do, then my pride in my country diminishes. This is the 250th year of America. We should be celebrating this moment because it is a once in a lifetime thing to know that for 2.5 centuries a nation has endured. But thanks to Donald Trump and his minions, we can't celebrate it. We shouldn't be celebrating it. We'll see the fireworks flare up, we'll get the barbecue ready to eat, but in the end, why are we going to celebrate it? Because we have a president who has diminished everything this day was supposed to represent. Instead, we have a UFC fight in the front lawn of the White House, costing $60 million of taxpayers' money. He creates a statewide fair that no one but his diehard fans is going to go to. He's planning on doing a speech when weather reports are saying that it's going to be 107 degrees in Washington, D.C. This day, Independence Day 2026, is not about America. It's about Donald Trump. Because he's made it about himself. He can try to wipe himself up and wrap himself up in the stars and stripes in red, white, and blue and give off fake platitudes. But behind it all, he will still be the same narcissistic, anti-American, psychopathic fascist that he became the moment he walked down that golden escalator in 2016. The same way he has been through the last 10 years, in office and out of office. While he's making billions of dollars as President of the United States, Americans are suffering, making decisions on whether they need to buy food or gas or medication. He's enriching himself, and Americans are suffering, and we're supposed to celebrate him on this day, on July 4th? The fact is, Trump is everything this country is supposed to be against. He is everything this country is supposed to fight against. And now his followers are applauding him day in and day out, just so they can feel some kind of semblance of pride in themselves. That's not pride in America. That's nationalism. It's the exact kind of thing we defeated in World War II. The exact type of thing that cost American lives over and over again through the 250 years of our history. And it needs to stop. And Trump's crimes against the fundament of our freedom, the United States Constitution, is too many to count. By way of recent, for instance, his anger at the Supreme Court for upholding birthright citizenship, i.e., the 14th Amendment to our Constitution, angered him so much that he went on Truth Social and said that he was going to instruct congressmen and senators to find a way to break the U.S. Constitution, to go after illegal and sometimes legal immigrants. And this is the man we're supposed to be celebrating? This is the country we want? A man who's willing to break the very freedoms that we as American citizens enjoy, as soldiers gave their lives, their blood, protecting? Donald Trump has taken away the pride I feel looking at the American flag, seeing copies of the Declaration of Independence, to the small things, seeing Team USA winning championships and gold medals, possibly the men's soccer team going on to the World Cup. Right now, at the time of this video, they're at the round of 16. Only a few short steps by winning their first ever World Cup. But Donald Trump has diminished all of that by his inhumanity to his own countrymen, all to make himself a few nickels and dimes and pennies. He has already shown from what has happened over the last year, especially now with his financial disclosure report showing that he will sell out this country and its people to make money, violating the law and the Constitution to do it. And now we're expected to celebrate the very thing that Donald Trump is working overtime to destroy. I'm not going to do it, and neither should you. I'm not doing it, not because I have to work a third shift job and I do it with pride and honor. Not because I'm too sleepy in the day to look at parades and whatnot during the day on Saturday. I'm not going to celebrate July 4th because to celebrate it is to celebrate Donald Trump. And I have too much honor, too much of a soul to do that. Right now, I'm making a choice. The same way that the airman made a choice. We made that speech, holding up that sign, calling for Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, and a good portion, if not all, of Donald Trump's cadre to be impeached and removed from office. Right now, all of us need to make that choice. We can either be for the United States of America or we can be for Donald Trump. We can't be for both. Donald Trump is planning on making July 4th all about himself in his speech because I'm no prophet. I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not a mind reader, because that has been his entire pattern, his whole goddamn life. Every time he has a chance of making it not about him, but about us, he chooses himself. Every time he has a crisis, he thinks, how can I benefit? More to the point, now, if I can make a few extra bucks here or there, it doesn't matter how many Americans have to die for it. I am not celebrating that. A lot of you are going to call me anti-American, and I don't care. I've been called a whole lot worse over the last 10 years. Up to and past the N-word. I've been accused of everything up to and past a baby rapist. All because of my not supporting Trump. That's the America you want? Where the rules are you're going to support the president no matter what? You're not going to question him? Even when he's dead ass wrong? That's not the America my father served in the military for. That's not the America members of my extended family served for. That's not the America the men and women in Arlington National Cemetery and cemeteries across the nation that have their name, their rank, their branch of service. Plus, some of them even how and when and where they gave their lives. That's not what they gave their lives for. So this July 4th, make a choice. America or Trump? The red, white, and blue, the stars and stripes, or Trump? Our Constitution or Trump? Make your choice, and make it now. CTP, know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right. And, by the way, happy Independence Day.